We live here.
In the San Fernando Valley.
And you lived here how long?
Oh boy. Trying to put that together since beginning of World War II.
Yeah. I met Carl in an orange grove.
Yeah, we both were working picking oranges, so that was the only work I could get at that time.
Well, they're all good kids, but they are very different. When was Joe born?
43, 44. I was still overseas then.
Yeah, but you were the father, I promise you that.
Oh.
Lyle, of course, is the second child, and that's always a problem because he always feels that he didn't get as much attention. I really gave each child the same amount of attention, but Lyle and Joe are similar in age, and they are competitive all the time, no matter what I do. Martha, stays out of it. She's a good, happy kid and stayed out of it, and she sort of knew where she was going. And Grandma's had so many hobbies, but I'm really into hobbies. I would knit Afghans and things like that.
You did dried flowers for a
Oh,
while.
yes, I did dried flowers.
And she did ceramics.
Oh, yes, I did ceramics. I got into clay. I didn't like that so much, got my hands dirty all the time. Once I made beer. Oh, that was a bust.
Oh, it sure was.
It was terrible beer.
Yeah.
I never got into sewing because that was too detailed. I didn't like it. I like the hard things, the things that really are hard to do that work. But the chopping blocks are the best because they took so much time, so much energy, and they really came out beautiful.
Years ago when I learned, Dad was, in big form construction and stuff like that. It's not that Dad doesn't have pride in what he does, because he does, but I don't know, I like the idea of building a piece of furniture that people say, wow.
Your son Wesley is an iron worker. He said real men work with iron. Those who can't handle it work with wood.
Did Wes say that?
Those that can do. Those that can't become an iron worker. Tell the whole story.
All right. I used to play dominoes with friends, my friend Alice, who lives up the street, and she said I was so good that she thought I'd do well at mahjong. Well, I didn't know anything about it, but she goes to this group over in West Hollywood. So the first time I won, what was it, $250? Remember we went out?
Something like that.
Yeah, we took everybody out to dinner that night. The next week I won again, and...
Surprise, surprise, huh?
But then I just went through a losing streak. It was only a matter of 2 or 3 weeks, I think. They said I owed $75,000.
It's all right. It happened. We move on. You're angry at me for not being angry?
Well, it would have helped me to stop.
It's too late. I thought it was like a poker game that
all right, so
your
I'm the
friends-
one. It was all my fault. I'm the one. It was...
Well, it wasn't my fault. It was many years ago. Let's don't
all
dredge
right,
this up.
I'm dealing... All right. Anyway, we lost the house.
I think the important thing to consider here is that if I had never gotten a divorce from Faith, I never would have met Quinn, and we wouldn't be having all the fun that we do have. I mean, when we get together, we might have our differences, but I think on the whole, I think we have a good friendship. We have a good time at the batting cages, stroke a few out there, drink a few brews, and hit a few balls. I don't know what else. Take in some movies.
We're taking some movies.
Yeah.
But we have to do this within my 8 hours.
Yeah, he's got a curfew, 9 to 5 curfew. Wonder who set them perimeters.
Uncle Lyle worked really hard, didn't he?
Yes. 40 hours a week, he worked very hard. And then he was through. He came home, and he had earned, he thought, the right to lie around, get on the couch, be served dinner, watch TV, go to bed.
And so why not?
So
What's wrong with that? You know, I work hard.
nothing if you like to live alone. So,
I heard you had a nickname for him.
oh yeah, the Supreme Fuckabout.
Yeah. I worked very hard for that. I worked very hard for that title.
That's true. He did. He earned that. He earned that title, and he's obviously proud of it.
And what she's really upset about is now in her life she's got 2 Supreme Fuckabouts.
Not me. Not me.
Oh,
No,
come
not
on.
me.